The truth is that every moment you're making a choice. You choose to be here in our Chadash. You choose to learn. You choose to love Hashem. You choose to follow His mitzvot. You choose to daven. You choose to learn math. You choose to learn science. Every moment is actually a real choice of yours. Yes, it might be a habit for you, but in all honesty, it's a choice. And because it's a choice, you've earned today. You've earned the graduation. You've earned the completion. You've earned the success. And so you have to value that and appreciate that. I, as your principal, have watched you make those choices. It's been a privilege. And it's been a kavod for me. And I appreciate that. So thank you. Teachers, what they give on a day-to-day basis to make the magic happen for the students, it's unreal, it's unmatched, right? The patience they have, the belief they have, the chinuch that they pour in.
As the first 8th grade of our Chadash, they've been good leaders. They've been leaders in the Yachad program, in the weekly assembly, in our program at Jules, and they've been overall leaders just in the hallways, in Mincha, and they've just set the tone for the full middle school.
They're just an amazing group of kids. I mean, I think that the first thing that I would say is that they're kind, and I think that's going to take them so far in life. They're kind to each other. They're kind in their outlook about other people. They have compassion, and they have those characteristics that really support a success in the future. And I'm really excited to see what they can do.
They've really grown in their self-awareness, in their comfort in their own skin.
They're funny. They're all hilarious. They make me laugh every day, intentionally or unintentionally. They genuinely love learning this class. Their curiosity is almost unmatched, which in a science lab is a really great thing to bring to the table. They are woven into the fabric of my life and my career and my experiences, and I think about the 8th graders every day. I brag about them. I am so proud of them. I'm really gonna miss them, and I know I'm gonna be hearing amazing things about all of them. That's my expectation. My last expectation is that they are gonna grow up and be great, and I'm gonna hear amazing things from them.
Constantly searching for answers to the various things that we learn, whether it was during our English classes trying to explore the complex characters in our stories, or just historical figures, or the meaning of laws, or the purpose of the creation of our Constitution. Just always trying to find out as much as they could at all times.
They're all very studious, and they're all a bright group of kids, but I've seen them become better learners in the sense of taking ownership over their studies.
They have really learned how to treat each other well, how to treat other people well. That's something we stress in the school, and that's something that these students really exemplify. This class, I feel like, is unique in the sense that both boys and girls, there's a coolness and a spunk to the entire class. And I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss the really mature friendships that I feel like a teacher is blessed to have with students like these. And they will move on, but we'll definitely The relationships will forever remain. I'm sure the students will be back to visit. The relationships that I and we as teachers have created with these students are sure to last for a very long time.
We got the really unique opportunity to kind of grow with him and to grow with the school.
Looking back, we really took a risk at sending Yoni here because there are already established schools in the community, and we're not naturally risk takers, especially when it comes to something like this. And so we took a risk. It checked all the boxes for us in terms of what would be a good school for Yoni, but it was still a new school and we didn't know how it was going to work out. And so we were nervous in the beginning. Right from the start, we saw the dedication of the teachers, the dedication of the administrations to do things for the best for the kids. And Yoni continued to grow every year.
The combination of an amazing amount of stress and pride that are constantly side by side on the journey from starting the school to now. And you really see it as a life lesson for your own kids, that to truly make a difference, you gotta do the hard things sometimes. And it's not always easy, but you see the school now, how many students there are, and starting from day one when we only had 50 and we had a small little barbecue outside, and see it now is just amazing.
I feel like we've journeyed through this together, and I'm really proud of him and everything that he's accomplished in the school, and I see that while he may not think it, he's ready for high school, he's ready for the next step.
The biggest change came when Rabbi Margulies joined. That really was the watershed in terms of turning it into the school that it is now.
I remember the excitement on day one of school when I dropped the kids off at carpool. It was in the JCC building, and there were people with signs, and there were people. It was just a really incredible, welcoming, happy atmosphere, and it's always been that way.
I taught technology, so I taught this graduating class, grades 1 through 4, once a week.
Mazel tov to the graduating class of Or Chadash. One of my greatest memories of teaching your class was watching how excited all of you would get when you learned new things. All of you had such a desire to learn and explore and experiment with new things. And as you graduate middle school, head on to high school, I give all of you a bracha that you continue to have a desire to learn and to explore and continue to learn about the amazing world that you live in. And if any of you are here in Israel visiting, I would love for you to come say hello.
It's been really fun to be able to watch the kids grow. They're my only class that I've gotten to start with them in 3rd grade and watch them go all the way through 8th grade. They were incredibly cute and sweet, and they worked really hard. They're a class that likes to push themselves.
Here was a brand new class in a brand new school, and they were so exciting to be with. They loved learning. They were absolutely could be challenged, and no matter how much you challenged them, they met that challenge. Each of the children read a biography. Their book report was a presentation, and each child dressed as his or her character and gave the experiences of the character.
Well, I definitely think that I'll miss the memories of seeing one of my first classes that I ever taught here, and they've just been always around, and that relationship that I built with them and getting to teach their siblings. This year I got to take Sammy Carter and Dottie Carter to Ellis Island. The 8th grade went with Mr. Rubin, and I took the 4th grade, and then we got to go together. And so I think I'll miss that connection between the generations of the grades and the memories, but I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do.
This class was my first class ever. I started my Rebbe career with this class. In 4th grade, my first 4th grade, my first 5th grade. Everything with this class was a first for me. So obviously that was fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for them. This class had a lot of maturity and responsibility thrown on them. They were the oldest class in the school. They were running the Purim Carnival for 4 years.
Well, I practically grew up at OCA. I've been here since day one, so I've gone from a
a small, like, little shy girl to, like, a big, dramatic, like, love, like, being on stage. And
8 years, her entire elementary school and middle school career.
It's been mostly because of the school and how amazing everyone has been.
And, you know, her confidence has grown by leaps and bounds.
Well, OCA has like a sense of community. My mother always tells me like that this is a rare thing, that everybody knows each other and like everybody's connected. Like the little kids will like know all our names, or we'll know all the little kids' names. You can pretty much talk to any kid and it won't be weird.
My Friday night dinner becomes a list of everything he's learning about pre-World War II or some other area of study. He takes it very seriously and he loves telling us about that.
In the beginning, I was very shy and I didn't like talk a lot. And now I am more outgoing and I love hanging out with my friends. I'm gonna miss like the vibe of OCA and my friends and my teachers and just the overall vibe.
We just went to a high school interview and I got to sit in there and the principal asked, what are some qualities of the teachers you like the most? And she gave some, she's like, all right, so what are the qualities of teachers you don't like? And she's thinking and she's like, I haven't had any teachers in middle school that I don't like.
The whole staff really cares about you. Obviously it's their job, but they actually enjoy their job and they make school more enjoyable. I'm gonna miss everything about OCA. The teachers, the students, everything.
When Ni'ima was elected to the president of the student council, that was an extraordinary moment. It was, you know, one of these teary moments because it was so remarkable and so special.
There's never gonna be anything like OCA. You know, there are gonna be good schools out there, and there might be excellent schools out there. Nothing's exactly OCA. OCA is just unique and amazing.
I just wanted to thank all the amazing teachers and staff at OCA, the administration. Everyone's just been so wonderful and has really helped shape my daughter and make her who she is today. I really just feel very blessed that she's been able to be at OCA. It's not easy being a new school, but you guys are really amazing and have done a great job with my daughter. Thank you.
Everything I've learned throughout all my years here at OCA have helped shape me to then go into high school and be an amazing person, the best version of me.
I think even when she graduates, we're still gonna feel like we're part of this community because it's very special. It's meant a lot to us. They've been there for us and cared about Chaya.
It's just such a warm atmosphere. Like you walk in and it's just like, it's not like school. It's like school. It's just like, it's nice.
I think I've grown a lot in maturity, like learning how to problem solve outside of the classroom.
One of the things that has been such a blessing is that Yofi's love for Israel was brought out so much by having a school like this.
I love how it's such a small school and I could hang out with my friends, and it's very individualized towards each kid.
Yofi has found his place. The school has been a really great fit for him, from having Coach Sean here, who's so athletic, having that athletic element for our son who's so athletic, to having the science experiments, and even how the Rebbe teaches.
Everything's just so different all the time. It's not one cookie cutter, this is how we do it. Like, they make exceptions, they work on things, they do things that are important for the children.
I'm gonna miss the wonderful teachers and staff that have taught me.
We're able to talk to the administration about things that we like or don't like, and they'll come to us and ask, what do you like better?
This class was the kindergarten class when I was deployed to Iraq as a doctor. When I was there, they all wrote me letters. Every week I got letters from every single kid in the class. And of course I kept all of them. Can't show you them all, but I have them right over here, addressed to Major Saul Weinreb. And then when I came home, the class made a whole little party for me where they drew this poster, a welcome home poster signed by all of them. The relationship I developed with these kids, I feel like goes back a long way.
Probably gonna miss most my friends when I leave.
I've gained a lot of skills and previous subjects that I did not do very well in.
I see and sense that he has this confidence about talking to teachers about the school assignments, and I think that he's really lucky that he feels that level of comfort.
I learned
things like in math and Gemara and history and science and like a whole other subjects.
We moved here before he started 7th grade, and I think that it's probably a very difficult time for most kids, but I think Or Hadash really helped guide him, gave him a lot of support, and it really helped him grow into now a graduating 8th grader.
Since 1st grade, I've learned how to become more respectful and be more courteous of others.
Or Hadash has really taught him those values of being a leader in the Jewish community, being involved in the Jewish community.
The thing that I'm going to miss in high school about Or Hadash is like the homey environment, how you can just walk in and it feels at home. You just feel right at home at OCA.
Now we can kind of see what these kids look like when they leave here and what they do. They're all so different. Their personalities are from A to Z. Their interests are all different.
Before I went to OCA, there was no Ivrit, and then when I came to OCA, it was an entirely new experience. So it was kind of hard, and then eventually I just got into the groove and it was easier.
He really has grown a lot in his excitement to learn. We have watched him thrive in this creative learning environment. He's excited to go to STEM. He loves hanging out with Mrs. McCaffrey.
What I love most about OCA is the teachers, how they always incorporate you somehow into their activities.
I said to Yaakov, listen, you're young, you're 11 years old, but I'm curious, like in your 11 years, do you look back and think like, oh, I wish I did or I could have done? And he said, I wish I would have switched into Or Hadash earlier.
I've been getting better grades on tests and homework, and I've been creating new friendships.
He also has a phenomenal group of kids. He's got a really nice chevra.
What I'm going to miss most about OCA is all the teachers and Coach Sean, definitely.
We said to Margulies, we said, we hope that Zachy understands that he has to keep his grades up in order to stay in basketball team. And it was the most brilliant response I've ever heard from a kid. Why would I do that? Why would I take something that a kid is good at, he loves doing, and it's like a real positive thing for him, and tie it into something that he might have some challenges with that we're going to work out separately? And to me, that was like mind-blowing. It was like total paradigm shift.
I become more responsible, and I've become a leader, and I care for people, and I'll look to see if they need help, and I'll try and help them.
He has learned a great sense of accountability and self-awareness over his years here. He is aware of his surroundings, his involvement in a classroom, his involvement in a larger community, what's expected of him.
Like I used to be like really shy, and then I got to OCA and I made some friends.
It's been amazing to see Isaac grow from essentially a child to a mature young adult ready to take on additional responsibilities, take responsibility for himself and his learning.
We walk into school like some days like piano playing, and it's just very positive. Everyone's very upbeat.
We really felt that Rabbi Margulies and Mrs. Orshan took a deep caring for Isaac's growth as a whole child, both his academic growth, his social and emotional growth.
You're a real leader, and we're proud of you.
Remain true to who you are. You each have your own unique personality.
We just want you to know how much we believe in you.
I have full confidence that you're all going to do amazing next year. Be'ezrat Hashem, you should have Hatzlacha and Simcha in whatever school that you're going to next year. I know that we're going to see great things from you in the future.
Be true to yourself. You're amazing, and we love you.
We are so excited to see you moving on to this next step in your journey.
I would love to wish the entire 8th grade class a humongous mazel tov on your accomplishment of graduating. This is such a remarkable time in your life, and I know you will always hold it near to you, no matter what you do in your life.
Keep true to yourself.
We're excited to see what the future brings.
You can do anything you set your mind to.
We know that all the skills that you have gained this year at OCA will help carry you through your high school years.
I hope you grow in Torah and in your general studies, and I hope you make your parents and OCA proud of you.
I have watched you guys grow from nervous middle schoolers to accomplished 8th graders. Won't be getting too difficult.
The most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, is not Eureka, but that's funny.
And believe in yourself.
Really looking forward to watching you grow.
If you can remember like Herzl, Im Tirzu, En Zo Agada.
If you want it badly enough, it's not a legend. You can do it.
Take that resilience and that courage that you've shown me and yourselves that you have, and to let that bolster you throughout your lives and in whatever you do.
Jaco, we love you. We believe in you. You do anything that you put your mind to.
Share your learning with the world.
Over the next 4 years, the decisions you make can really have long-lasting effects.
We will be behind you.
I wish for you that you will find success in achieving your greatest potential.
Be a great person and make an impact in other people's lives.
Cheerio. Do us proud, do your parents proud, and most importantly, do yourselves proud.
Ayala, keep on keeping on.
I wish you all much Hatzlacha in your future endeavors in high school.
God, understanding Torah as a relevant living thing.
Our Chadash has a vision of 3 pillars: individuality, community, and excellence. If you think about that, and that in all of your actions that you put forward, to be who you are, to be proud of who you are, and to find a way to seamlessly be part of the community as a whole, that will be the biggest testament to OCA. That'll be the greatest gift for you to be able to take those values, that vision, and carry it forward.